Hello, my name is Jamila. I would like to share a dream that I received from the Lord. And I have multiple dreams and visions that I have received from God. And I'm going to make a series of videos about them. I have to get them out there because I've been holding back. I should have been making YouTube videos about them. I made a few in the past, but I erased them offline. But these dreams and visions are coming true. It's a lot of them, and I need to get it out there in the world. I wouldn't be a good steward of the blessing that God has given me to suppress this gift. So I need to go ahead and share these dreams with you. On this video, I'm gonna just share one because it keep coming up in my mind. I have so many, but this one I just feel led in my spirit to share with you tonight. So it's about China invading the US. I was on an airplane, and it was a peaceful flight, and it was this Chinese guy in a white suit got up and he was trying to go to the cockpit where the pilots were, and I had went behind him, but I was going to the restroom. For some reason, the restroom was by the cockpit. I know it's usually in the back of the plane, but in this dream, it was in the front. And so when I opened the door to go to the restroom, he's there in front, by the cockpit, trying to get in the door. Like he's knocking on the door for the pilots to open up. And I went down. It was like when I opened the door thinking it was the restroom, I saw it was a metal staircase going down to the bottom of the plane. So I kind of walked down and I'm like, it's supposed to be the restroom. And then when I walk down, I see hundreds of Chinese soldiers at the bottom of this plane. Like they were geared up, guns ready. They were ready for war. And so I was like, oh my God. So I ran back up and hurried up and closed the door, and that Chinese guy standing in that white suit, he was staring at me like, you saw my soldiers down there. Like, he looked at me like, you better not say anything. And so he took out this gun, and it had like, how guns have lasers on it? This laser wasn't red, it was blue. And he pointed at me, and he told me to open the door to that cockpit. And so I'm like, how am I supposed to open this door? And then all of a sudden a key came into my hand, and I stuck the key in the door lock, and I was thinking to myself, he's about to hijack this plane and these soldiers are gonna kill us. So I pretended that I was gonna turn the key, and then all of a sudden I took off running, and then he started shooting the gun on the plane down out at me, but none of the bullets hit me, and everybody started going crazy. The pilots made an emergency landing, and we just so happened to land at the Pentagon. And so the soldiers started rushing from the bottom of the plane up into the main area, and people were being killed. I ran off the plane, and other passengers escaped with me, and we were all like running crazy all over the place, and these soldiers was running behind us. The soldiers from the Pentagon, the security from the Pentagon was, fighting these soldiers as well, but it was just so many of them pouring out this plane. And we ran, me and the other passengers, we ran towards some glass sliding doors of the Pentagon, but I stopped because I was like, they're in there already. Like, even though I saw them running outside, shooting everybody that come in their way, I'm like, they're in there. I just felt like they were in there, so I just stepped back, and some people went in there, and I just started hearing a hail of gunfire going on inside the Pentagon. So it was a few of us, like maybe 10 to 15 of us, that ran towards the woods. And as we were running to the woods, some of the Chinese soldiers saw us, and they started shooting at us. And a few people that was running beside me, just dropped dead. And they kept shooting and shooting, and it just felt so real. My heart was racing. It was just an awful feeling of running for your life. I was just running for my life. And right before I hit these woods, I woke up. And when I woke up, I was like, oh my God. I was so happy it was a dream, but not happy because this dream was like 3 years ago in 2019. And this was before the pandemic broke out and came from China. And I just feel like China is going to invade the US. They already invaded it with a pandemic. They're going to invade it physically and soon. And all I can say, my advice to everyone is just to stay prayed up, stay in alignment with God, because God's children is going to be the ones that's protected during this time. We're going to have the heads up. We're going to have all the warnings. We're going to know where to go. But the ones that's not paying attention to God, not trying to read the Word of God, not trying to seek God, those are the ones that's going to be in trouble. They're going to be in for a rude awakening. So I hope whoever hears this message, take it seriously, because that day is coming where our country will not be our own anymore. And I just hope and pray that everyone, my family and friends, and you guys that's watching, take it seriously. Jesus is coming soon, and we need to stay rapture ready. And I have more dreams and visions that I will share with you, and thank you for listening. God bless.